Welcome to the BK Show. Today we're going to be talking about Toban Drivers. This video may not be well received by everyone, but I like the title and it is kind of more about city drivers. There's some things that I as a pedestrian really dislike about the drivers here in the city. One of the first things I notice is that people like to roll through stop signs. They call this a rolling stop. Now, I'm one of the type of people who come to a complete stop. You get a chance to look at your surroundings, see what's happening, see who's coming up, and then you move on. Now, if someone else who doesn't stop at the stop signs fully, in the wintertime especially, they tend to have to make a little bit of a different decision. You can see them coming up on you. Sometimes they have to swerve, hit a snowbank, whatever it might be, but it's those habits that kind of cause danger for everybody else. Another thing I notice is when you're driving down the highway, 2-lane highways, or just when you're coming into a turning lane, people don't like to use their blinkers anymore. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because they're spending so much time in side roads where they don't see a lot of drivers and then they just refuse to use it or get into the habit of not using the blinkers at all. Now, this could be a problem because if they're coming into your lane, you really don't know it, and this can cause side swipes and other collisions. Something else I noticed that is very disturbing or causing of a lot of problems, people like to come up and drive right behind you. It doesn't matter if it's winter, when it's icy, or summer. People drive right behind you. They leave no distance for stopping time. If someone in front of you has to stop suddenly, there's no way most of the time that you're going to be able to react in time to be able to stop. And then, again, if it's winter, it makes it even harder. And what gets me the most is probably running red lights. Downtown Winnipeg is just terrible for this. People like to try to get through that yellow. They'll speed up at the previous light just to get through that yellow. But what's even worse is that, do they realize the next light is going to be red anyways? So they're speeding up for nothing? If they just kind of come to a stop and wait for that light to turn green again, they're going to get green lights the whole way to where they're going if they're on a long stretch. So those are some of the pretty important things that I like to highlight as poor driving situations here in Manitoba. Not to mention, this is probably happening in all the other big cities too. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching.